Hello everybody, today November the 15th and we're gonna tell the pain story, okay? So this pain story has changed a lot of people's life. It shed light into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So are you ready? Let's get started. What is it? It's a pen. What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there is a dog inside the room. One of the way this input the dog, what does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dog or the human? The answer is both are corrupt. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy. Right, for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is corrupt in the dog world, and the human is also corrupt in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both corrupt. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table and then both the dog and I will walk out of the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or chewing toy. Oh, it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in life, just like Ishi Michael Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with a revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It comes back to true self, and we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not blackness, it's not darkness, nothingness, or no feeling, no thinking. Emptiness is just itself when it doesn't interact with anyone or anything. So we all have the emptiness, right? But in the meantime, we also always interact with someone or something. So we always have the potential of become anything or anyone. So for instance, for this thing, okay, as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time. What does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing where there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It comes back to true self, we call it the emptiness. But because it has the emptiness, it also has the potential of become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at this at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now, we all agree that this pain is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to believe this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a diamond, but not a pen? Now, what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen, but not a diamond? There are stages in our mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this and made it see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted those seeds into our mind? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And my friend said, yes, please. I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it and it start living mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has not been planted into my mind. And I pop up, open up, and cover this and made me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices. And we also learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potentials. So, trust your potential, trust the potential within us or everyone surround you, trust the potential, whatever happened to you. And don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one. And then going to lesson number 3, which is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. Don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And lesson number 4 is how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way, using apply in all 3 lessons. So, first we have to know what we want to have in our dream life by apply lesson number 2, the emptiness and the potential. And then apply in lesson number 3, we start planting those seeds into our mind through our word or action, our thoughts with other people. So for instance, if we want to have happiness, then we plant the happiness seed into our word or action, our thought with our thought, our action, our thoughts with other people, helping other people to be happier. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word or action, our thoughts, helping other people to get more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that we want, make sure that we use our word or action, our thoughts with other people, helping other people to get that very same thing. Today is actually right now it's actually 11:59, and I am, to be honest, very sleepy and very tired. But I'm very, very happy that I remember about the pain story, and I have enough discipline. I am disciplined enough to be able to, keep going forward with telling the pain story, so that I keep going to do that. I think, little by little, I will get back to the habit. I should have to keep be trying to be more disciplined. And I think that's the set that I'm planning, being more disciplined to myself, and hopefully I get that in the future. You know, thank you so much everyone for listening to me today. Thank you, love, for accompanying me in this 3,000-day journey. Led by me, share with you the pain story of my lesson is something good. I would like to dedicate that to my Jewish family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, but to any living things in this world or any other world with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.